Salutations, mortals and children of the night. I'm the Vampire Otaku, and welcome to my channel. Alright, so in this brief video, I'm going to be going over the books that I'm going to be reading for this Pride Month and the books that I recommend that you check out. I'm starting off with Given. I love music and I love music-oriented stories, anime, manga, etc. And the art for this one is beautiful. The spines look great. I'm like almost done with the first volume. I got like maybe 2 more chapters to go. It's been really fun. It's kind of fast-paced, a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be. Our main character is like really passionate, but his bandmates don't really see him being that passionate until he meets a student at his school he goes to in the class next door. He basically asks him to teach him guitar. And the guy's like, I'm not teaching you guitar. Like, I learned how to play guitar. I don't even remember how I learned, but just practice, just join a club or just figure it out on your own. I'm not going to be any help to you. And the other guy is super persistent, so finally he gives in and he's like, all right, I'll teach you. And as he's teaching him, he's bringing him to his band practices with his band, and while teaching him, he's getting inspired and getting excited about music again. Before, he just learned guitar really quickly and he got good at it, and his enthusiasm kind of died. And it dies more as he gets better and it gets easier to play. He's not challenging himself, he's not really learning anything new, it's not really fun anymore, he's just doing it just because he's put so much time into it. The other character that wants to learn how to play guitar is pretty mysterious. He knows nothing about music, and yet he learns very quickly. He has a really nice guitar that a beginner really wouldn't know about or really understand how good of an instrument it is. So he's really mysterious while the main character wears his heart on his sleeve. The other character is described as a space cadet. Just head in the clouds all the time, doesn't really know what's going on, and still learns really quickly. I'm on the chapter where our main character finds out that there was a guy that the other character dated, and something happened to that character. I won't spoil anything, but this makes our main character kind of weary, and he's wondering, what kind of person is this? This is a very good read. The dialogue is really good. Of course, the art is beautiful. And just the flow of the story is really well. I mean, it is faster paced than I was expecting, but it's not rushed. It's just like, cut to the chase. This is happening. There's not a lot of fluff. There's just circumstances, and it's not even episodic. Like, everything is connected, but very tightly wound. I recommend this story if you are new to BL, if you're into music, if you're into really well-rounded characters and well thought out characters. This is really good. Next, I'm going to try to read Boys Run the Riot. I don't really know much about this one, but I know that the art is really unique. Spines are really beautiful. There's not a lot of volumes. I think there's like 4 or 5 volumes altogether. I saw that manga a lot in Barnes and Nobles, and one day I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. So apparently it's about fashion. It's got a lot of substance to it, a lot of story. I don't really know anything about it. I'm going in blind, but I'm excited to give it a shot. Next, I'll be reading Tokyo Babylon. This is a classic from Clamp. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, these colors are absolutely beautiful. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was the first BL that ever gotten in the States. If it's not the first, it's one of the first that was printed. And the art is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's coming from Clamp, the creators of Cardcaptor Sakura, Showbits, Holic, you know, really amazing stories, amazing art, fantastic team. I read some of that when I was a lot younger. The first Clamp and the first BL and one of the first mangas I ever read was Legal Drug. And I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's going to hold as well as it did back then. I was either in elementary school or just starting middle school, so I don't know how well it's gonna hold up, but one day I'll rebuy it just for the nostalgia and give it a try. I'm gonna be reading Hello Melancholic, another music story. If you don't know, I'm a big fan of music. I'm a big fan of music in my manga and just music in general. This gave me Sound Euphonium vibes, Hibike, Sound Euphonium, that anime, and I really enjoyed that anime. The anime kind of had a little bit of a girls' love vibe to it too, so really excited to get into that one. These last two I read some of already, and I'm probably just gonna restart them because it's been a while, but we got Welcome Back Alice. I wanted to give some trans representation in my manga selection within this Pride Month. Not necessarily that the character Alice in this manga is trans, but they go through a transformation, you know, as far as identifying as a boy for so many years in school and then just completely changing, coming back from school, creating a complex love triangle, and just really owning the look, and everybody else in the school is supportive over it, which is really interesting because this is from the maker of Happiness and Flowers of Evil, so there's always problematic situations happening, problematic characters in these mangas, so to see supporting characters made me feel even more uneasy than when, you know, characters aren't supportive and characters are negative and characters are immature. So I'm wondering, where is this gonna lead? What's gonna happen? These characters in the school were just so accepting. Are they in on it? I don't know. But this has been a really good read so far. Alice is insane. Very interesting character. Really free thinking and lovable character. I just really enjoy the way that she's written. And this manga is a bit confusing because it's like, it's a boys' love, but they both dress up as girls, so it's a girls' love. It's it's really fun though. It's really cute, really wholesome. I love the covers. Really small as far as the size. 7C's kind of does that. They make smaller manga volumes, but nice quality. So basically in this story, I read some of this too. I probably won't start this over. I'll probably just continue where I was at. But in this story, you have a nerdy otaku guy, and then you have kind of a punk, more like a, how would I put him? Almost like a delinquent. Not your classic delinquent, but the classic delinquent personality. And he goes to a maid cafe and he feels awkward going to the maid cafe dressed up as a boy, so he dresses up as a girl so he can feel more comfortable. And there's a girl that works there that he really likes. Come to find out, that girl's actually a guy, but dresses up as a girl because just enjoys dressing up as a girl, and also that's how he got the job. So it's really cute. The delinquent likes the otaku, and neither one of them know that they're dressing up as women. So if you look on the cover, This is what they look like on the top as their normal looks, and this is how they look when they dress up. And the cool dichotomy of this manga is the guys, when when they're regularly dressed up, and they go to the same school too, they hate each other. Like, oh, this guy's a delinquent, he's a troublemaker, a terrible person. This guy's a quiet nerd, so annoying, what a loser. And they don't even know they both have crushes on each other. I think I'm on like volume 3 or 4, and they still don't know each other's secret. And they just keep getting really close to finding out, like just moments missing each other. So it's super cute, super wholesome. They both really care about each other, and yet they both really dislike each other. And in some parts, the guy counterparts of themselves remind them of the girl counterparts of themselves, and they wonder, nah, it couldn't be. And it's basically been a story so far. It's not a complex story, but it's really fun and wholesome to read. So I'm gonna read as much as I can this month. I've been working a lot, still buying anime figures. I can't wait to eventually do some unboxing, some reviews, show you guys my collection, because I went from a few of my JoJo figures up here that you can't see, my super action statues. I think I have about, 8 of those. I went from, and they're all from Golden Wind. I kind of decided to only get Golden Wind super action statues. It's my favorite part of JoJo. I haven't seen or read, well, obviously not seen, but I haven't read Still Ball Run yet. That's most people's favorites, but I have a feeling it's going to be my favorite too, but until I read it, right now, part 5 is my favorite. So I started off with that, a few prized figures, and that was pretty much it. I had a few really old figures that I had when I first started collecting figures back in like 2013, 2014. They're really beat up, missing pieces, paint transfers, scratches, broken, damaged. So I wanted to start collecting all over, and now I'm at about 60 figures, and 20 of those are like really nice scale figures. So I've made some big strides within the last few months. I've just been getting way too much overtime at work and just collecting all the figures that I've always wanted, that I couldn't afford, that I couldn't find, that I couldn't justify purchasing. Just getting all the crazy stuff. Some of it's like not so crazy, but I wanted it, and I was too scared to try to purchase it because counterfeits are terrifying to me. And now I just have a lot more confidence. I have Ami Ami, I have the Crunchyroll store, I have Mandarake, I have Solaris Japan. Just a lot of great resources. eBay has been really blessing me too, and Makari Japan. Just a lot of resources that make me a lot more confident in really digging my heels into the hobby of collecting figures. So that's going to be a lot of fun to go through. My goal is to hit 500 subscribers right now, and when I do, I'm going to work on an entire studio apartment tour. See all my wall scrolls, my movies, my video games, my figures, my dishes, I don't know, the bathroom, whatever. Just this little tiny studio where I do my art, where I read my manga, watch other YouTubers, display my figures, write my novel, just all the things that I enjoy and that I want to share with you on this YouTube channel. So if you're not already subscribed, consider doing that, and I will work on buying more cool stuff and making this apartment a little bit cuter and more cozy. So when we do hit that 500, it's going to be a fun video. You know, we got 1,000 mangas behind us, 60 anime figures, we got some novels, we got some cosplay, my workstation, my art table. It's just, I think I've curated a really fun place to reside, and I'm really excited to share that with you. So help me hit that 500, and I can't wait to make that video. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. I will see you in the next one. I'll talk about Given and hopefully some other mangas that I read as well. Until next time, peace.